Hey everybody, it's Laura here. I did a video and I hated it because I didn't write any notes and it was horrible and I said the whole time. So I decided to write some notes from the first video and record a second one because I think it's easier when I have notes. I'm realizing that now, this being my 9th video, I think. So I think I'm a person who needs notes. So, we'll start out with numbers. I weighed myself this morning, and I was 339.6, which was nice, because I know a couple weeks ago I was like 347, which was ridiculous to me. And there goes the ums again. Sorry about that. I'm apologizing in advance. So I weighed myself in the morning, and then I weighed myself at night just to see what the difference was. I was 346.6. It's a difference of like 5 pounds, 6 pounds. 7 pounds. I don't know. But it's a difference, which is, I know that in the morning, haven't eaten, I've been sleeping all night, haven't really done anything, my body just kind of being there. Of course my weight's going to be lower, but not by that much. I think that's just a lot of weight. But I didn't exercise today, so none of it came off. Just sat around the house all day, went out, saw a movie. Ate at Chipotle, very good, but a lot of food. So didn't really burn any of that off today, just kind of had some intake. But anyway, I've decided to start weighing myself in the morning and in the evening. From the information that I've seen, since I haven't seen the doctor yet, I need to calculate my weight probably for 6 months. So I'm going to have to do the 6-month diet, which I know some people have talked about. So I've decided to weigh myself starting now, so that when I do see the doctor in, 2 weeks and 1 day, I believe, I will have some sort of proof that, even though I'm exercising, not necessarily dieting, but even though I'm exercising, trying to get at least 30 minutes of some sort of cardio in, 3 days a week, trying to do 3 days a week, that my weight, I fluctuate between 347 and 339, between that range. So getting into the video, the last video I did the C25K week 1, day 3, and on this past Thursday, I did the C25K week 2, day 1, which kicked my ass. It was really hard on my body. I felt it was hard to breathe. In the week 1, it was easier to breathe. I was able to keep my breath. By the end of it, I was able to do the jogging a little bit better. Doing 1 minute of jogging was a little easier. In week 2, you do 2 minutes of walking, 5-minute warm-up, then 1.5 minutes of jogging, 2-minute walking, 1.5 minutes jogging. And you do jogging 6 times, and then you do a 5-minute cool down, as opposed to the 8 times of jogging that you're doing in the first one. So I thought, oh, okay, I have this, it'll be easy. It was killer. After the first 2 times of jogging, I was like, I'm done, I want to quit. I don't care if I only have 4 more times left, I want it to be done. But of course I pushed myself, it's that wall that was there. My body hurt, my knee hurt, my foot hurt. It was just, I wanted to be done. I felt better. I felt good afterwards, but the next day it was really hard on my body, really on my lower back and on my right knee and my right foot. I think, when you're running and you weigh, it could be with any weight. For some people, it could be even if you're 190 pounds, it hurts. But being 346 pounds, between 346 and 339, when you run, every step you take, it's like there's a monkey on your back. There's an extra person on your back. So you're not just running for yourself, you're running for this extra person that's on your back. So it's like every time you hit your foot hits thud, 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 thud. This thud sound, which of course resonates throughout the whole place, and you're kind of like, oh, somebody's watching me. Not only, there's that, and then also, you know, you can feel it, or at least for me, I can feel it when my foot hits the treadmill. It's like it resonates through my whole body. And then my next foot hits the treadmill, and it resonates through my body. And I think it's a little hard on my body trying to do that. So I think I'm just going to try and focus more on 30 minutes of cardio rather than seeing how fast I can run or how long I can run. Still going to keep up with the C25K, but maybe take it a little bit longer. Maybe go back down to week 1. Maybe try and do week 1, but walk at maybe a 4 and try and jog at a 5 instead of what I was doing before. Just because I want to get my heart pumping, get my heart rate up, but I don't want to feel like too out of breath where I feel like, you know, I can't breathe, I can't get oxygen in my lungs. I also don't want my body to hurt as much. And I know your body's going to hurt afterwards, but I don't want it to be, you know, so bad that it prevents me from doing something. It was preventing me from walking around at work, my foot hurting so bad. So I think I'm just going to try and keep up with the 30 minutes of cardio and then recording my weight AM and PM. So I have some evidence to show my doctor. If anything, I'm sure I could probably get, I don't know, records somehow at 24 Hour Fitness saying that I've been going. Let's see, what else? I've been working on kind of my self-image before surgery. I've always been a big girl my whole life. I've told you guys that. And I've kind of, in the past, I want to say 4 years, kind of come to terms with, you know, I'm a bigger girl, but I don't always have to wear stuff that looks like a sheet, that looks like I'm hiding behind a box. And there were times, I remember when I started working where I'm working now, which I'm going on my 6th year. Yeah, 6th year. About 6th year, I think. Yeah, sorry. Oh, mental blondness there. So going on my 6th year, I wore boxy clothes. I wore big oversized polo shirts and big oversized pants. And I remember when I started wearing clothes that were a little tighter fitting. Not so tight where it was like I was wearing spandex all the time, but, you know, closer cut to my body. And people were saying, oh, wow, you look like you've lost weight. And I think it was just because I was wearing clothes that fit me better. But now I walk into a store and I look at the clothes for the skinnier girls, and I think to myself, one day that's going to be me. You know, there was this episode of What Not to Wear. It's a show I love. On this past Friday with Mindy Cohen, who's Natalie from The Facts of Life. And she was walking through, you know, the skinny clothes and found some clothes that she liked and thought they were cut really nice and thought, well, maybe she'll find them in the plus size. Well, she goes up to the plus size department and everything's folded, tucked away, and you can't really see what it looks like. You know, there's no real mannequins unless you walk into, you know, say a Torrid or a Lane Bryant where they have mannequins that have the clothes on them. But it really started making me think about when I go into stores and looking at displays. And you walk into the normal side of the store and, you know, you feel stupid wanting to run away because people are thinking in their head, well, why is she here? What is she doing here? She doesn't fit these clothes. Or even walking into a store that doesn't have a plus size department and, you know, trying to buy gift cards for my friends or something. And people look at me and I can see them judging me like, what is she doing here? And, you know, it really got me start to thinking, you know, there really isn't any in a department store, you know, in plus size clothing. There's really no models or mannequins to show off the clothes. Or if they are, they're mannequins that are skinny that they're trying to make the clothes look like they fit them, which they don't. So I think there maybe needs to be some social change there because not everybody can go out and have bariatric surgery, you know, lap band, gastric bypass, whatever they're getting. Not everybody can go out there and do that, and they love their body and they want to be a bigger person. And, you know, the clothes out there still need to appeal to people. You're still trying to sell the clothes, so maybe you should put them out there a little bit better. Just my personal thoughts. And then also my last subject is being too skinny. As a big girl, the thought of being too skinny is kind of like, are you kidding me? You know, there's people out there who talk about after they have babies that they'll get fat and that their spouses won't love them anymore. And here I am having a conversation with my fiance about being too skinny. Which, in the end of the conversation, we realized, you know, he loves me no matter what. He's seen me at my biggest and he'll see me at my smallest. or somewhere in between, you know, after having babies, you know, maybe even after having the lap band, the gastric procedure, which I plan on getting the lap band. You know, when I have it done and then I have babies, it'll be easier for me to lose the baby weight, which is good because, you know, to go off on a tangent here, that was my mom's problem, was after she had me, it was hard for her to lose the weight, and she ballooned up. And she ended up losing the weight, but she ended up losing her life as well because she didn't take good care of herself, and so I'm hoping this will help me take good care of myself. So, being too skinny, it can happen. You know, I love those ladies out there in YouTube world, but some of y'all looking a little too skinny to me. You know, I know there's the BMI and everything, but that doesn't always mean what it says, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, they say I should be 150 at 6 feet, which is kind of, I think, is too skinny. I'll probably be happy if I'm at 160, 170. Definitely out of the 200 range. But anyway, that's it for me this week. So I'm going to keep exercising. Definitely will update you guys when I go to the doctor, definitely. And if not before then, letting you know if I'm still doing the C25K, if I am doing it, how I'm doing it, just to let you guys know, because I know there's some lovely ladies and probably gentlemen out there who are watching me and getting some support from me as well, which I get support from all of you guys too, so thank you very much. And this is Laura signing off.